Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Hair Gaming. We're back here with another video covering Last War. This is part 6 in our Season 1 series, covering some strategies and tactics and different things that you can do to be successful during Season 1. In this video, we're going to cover some other strategies to aid along with capturing and defending territories in the various servers. So first, let's get into some defensive strategies. So, one really useful defensive strategy, especially during the latter end of the season, where during the last week, you'll see a lot of territories changing hands. One thing that you and the allies on your server can do to protect those spaces is that you can attack each other's territories. Now, what you want to do is that you want to attack the territory, but you don't want to conquer it. Essentially, what this means is that what we're trying to do is manipulate the shield mechanic for the territories that we attack. So, for example, this is one of our territories. One thing that we would do during the latter end of the season, like around like the mid-season, it's not necessarily super worth doing because you have the opportunities to take it back. But towards the end of the season, as you're starting to run low on time, the opportunities to take back territories start to get smaller and smaller. So that's when this strategy becomes more valuable. But what we can do is we would have an allied alliance on our server, basically just attack our military stronghold. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring it in contention between us and them, and then it's the battle to see who can who can hold the territory for longer. And basically what you just want to happen is when they start that attack, one thing that you preemptively want to do is make sure that everybody in your alliance and their alliance knows that it's not a legitimate attack. What you don't want is to have a pact with another alliance and have them reset your protection counter only for your alliance to then forget, or they don't know that you've planned this, and then they go and start attacking your allied alliance. So that's thing number one. Make sure that they know what's going on. So use your alliance like shout messages. You can use your alliance mail, all that sorts of stuff. Make sure that they just understand what's going on. Second thing, once that happens, the timer, the engagement's going to start. And basically what you want is you want them to engage to start to take it like a little bit, and then basically pull off, and then just do nothing with that. What'll happen is if they don't gain the full control over the military stronghold, then basically what'll just happen is that it'll just return to you, and then it'll have, for a military stronghold, I believe the safety timer is around like a day and some change. So in the middle of the season, like I said before, that's not really super worth doing because like somebody's gonna come along and take it, and then when the time is right, you can take it back, and you have plenty of opportunities to do that. So this is a late season strategy. Now, some other defensive strategies that you can utilize this is more valuable probably towards the later end of the season, again, because people are going to be taking territory. Probably where they're going to strike as well because they've likely invaded, so they have footholds at various areas, so you can kind of start to push back. Now, you can use this defensively as well as offensively. So let's say that there's a area on your server that's been taken over by another alliance, and you want to help kick them off. So you're going to take back that territory. But only one alliance on your server really needs to put energy into doing that take back, because you don't want all of you attacking the same military stronghold, because you're actually going to bounce each other out of the stronghold. So what you want to do, let's say if we were helping another alliance take back this point, for example, and the other alliance who actually has it from another server is going to come in and they're going to try and defend it. So what our ally might ask, for example, is they would say, hey, can you guys come and just surround the area outside of us. So if you imagine everything that's here is blue is an ally alliance, then we would have our guys come in and basically surround the area around them, so that when the enemy comes in to defend, to try to keep control of this point, they have to be positioned. Whoops, that was just there for effect. But they have to be positioned even further away than the outer ring. So the further that you can make your enemy have to travel, the longer, the less damage over time that they're going to deal. So the closer they are to the actual attacking point, the more quickly that their troops will come back, the more quickly they can refresh, and the more quickly that they can attack again. So as a defender or an assistant, basically the defenders of the point, or the people who are, let's say that you're taking this point back, like we said before, the attackers are going to be closest to the base. Then as the allies will come in after them and fill out the area around that. And then once they start attacking, the enemy shows up and they're going to be even further behind. So that's one of the strategies to kind of help mitigate the damage that they can do. Using this strategy, we fought some stronger opponents. We do have the benefit of, like, this is our home territory, so most of the people are here. So when we're trying to reclaim land for our server, this was a really useful strategy. It's a lot easier to utilize this strategy to reclaim land on your server than it is to take over land on another server. Everything that's a challenge for taking over land as another server is still, like, doing it by yourself as your alliance is even magnified when you're trying to coordinate with a ally alliance. Currently in the game, there's not really a good system for communicating with your allies. Usually it's like, R5 to R5 or R4s to R4s, and you have to do private messages back and forth. So take that into account when you're trying to coordinate operations between alliances. Trying to go onto another server and get your folks over there as well as their folks, and then surrounding them also on your enemy's home turf. Not impossible to do, but it is challenging. So that's something to be aware of. So finally, that'll bring us to our last one, and this is going to be coordinated attacks. Like with the previous one, coordinated attacks on enemy servers to take over land on theirs is more difficult to pull off. The times that it has been most successful for us is around reset. We have pulled off this maneuver before, but essentially what you're doing is you coordinate with another alliance, and you plan to take over territory that of like one other specific alliance, preferably the same one. You can lead attacks on multiple alliances at the same time that are coordinated, but because they're different alliances, you're going to get two different alliances coming to respond. So a coordinated attack in that regard isn't super valuable. However, if you're both attacking the same alliance, maybe they have, you want their city and the other alliance wants to take over one of their strongholds to use as a stepping stone to get a bigger city further down the line. Great opportunity for both of you to grow. Great opportunity for both of you to get some points. If you're attacking the same alliance, both attack at the same time, then they have to split their troops between both of you in order to defend. This is further kind of bolstered, especially if you're attacking like high priority targets. Maybe you're attacking a level 6 city, which they're definitely going to want to hold. In which case, the stronger two of your alliances, of you and your ally, the stronger two of you should aim for that level 6, because they're going to prioritize that over the secondary target. So maybe you're attacking a military stronghold and they're attacking the level 6. The strongest folks are going to go to that level 6, and you're going to have an easier time, but they're probably still not going to give up that other target for free, that stronghold. So you'll still have to deal with some stuff, but maybe this alliance is generally stronger than you, but you have good numbers, you have good participation, and maybe you have a couple of good heavy hitters, so you can actually contend with them. But in a full power, very drawn out battle, they would win under normal circumstances. Coordinating with an alliance to split their focus can be a way for both of you to achieve success and to take over that territory. Some other useful notes to keep in mind: when you take over a military stronghold, that stronghold is the safety period, like I said before, is about a day and some change. It's like a day and a couple of hours. I won't say exactly if it's like 4 hours or 12 hours, but it's like around that mark. The cool or the safety period for taking over a city, I believe, is 1 week, or just about a week. So that's useful to know, especially during that last week of season 1. If you can, any city that you can grab, or conversely, any city that you lose during that last week, you're not likely to be able to reclaim. And similarly, if you steal one from another server or another alliance, they likely won't be able to reclaim it either, because of that safety period where it can't be attacked for a full week. So keep that in mind as you're going through, you're doing your attacks, and you're planning your end of server strategies. So yeah, that'll bring this video to a close. Those are some solid strategies to utilize. At the end, like, these are all ways for you to optimize the resources that you already have, and kind of put yourself in the best position that you can. None of these strategies will completely ensure success, but they will help position you in the best way that you can with what you have at that time. Alrighty, so thanks for listening. If this video was useful, if it helped you out, gave you some good ideas going forward, feel free to like, subscribe, all that razzmatazz. Thanks for watching.